Welcome back to Kirby's Dreamland. Blah, blah, blah. Welcome back to Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Now we got yellow Kirby on the title screen. We're gonna do a few things during this stream. But it doesn't really matter what order I do them in, so... let's first take a look at the arena, completely untouched. High scores? There are none. But you could erase them. Okay, it seems I cannot be anyone other than Kirby, but I suppose that makes sense. Sort of. Oh, I forgot I put on the Megalord traveling mask. They give you another mask guy in here if you don't want to open up the menu. Man, who will conquer this arena? Oh, this seems like a good candidate. I didn't really get to use him on any real boss fight. I used the Landia mask in the EX mode demonstration. So, if anyone's gonna take over this arena, might as well wear our final boss mask. Anyway, pretty much free reign of copy abilities here. They even give you a randomizer down there if you just don't have the nerve to pick. And you can pick the throwaway ones like Festival Crash and Mike. If you really just want to start by having those and then not really having an ability thereafter, then by all means. Needle, Rock, High Jump, Ninja, Bird, Spark, Bomb, Fighter, Tornado, Water, Whip, Fire, Ice, Beam, Spear, Parasol, Hammer, Leaf, Cutter, and Sword, and the new Sand and Mecha are right up here. So, I mean, we could use those. I mean, they're pretty powerful. If I want to just breeze through it. Or if I really want to breeze through it, I should pick the Tornado. Because wind. I'll be here all week. Man, if I want to be in theme, Trader Magalore, I mean, he wields a sword at one point. He does know Bomb. And he also knows Needle. And he's got a giant black hole. So, I mean, there's lots of abilities that would at least be in character for the mask. I think on the first run, I will try... I'll try Bomb. Yeah, I admit Trader Magalore looks pretty spiffy in that hat. Alright, on with the show. Starting with a basic Sphere Doomer. And I've already taken a hit. Dash attack is probably the way to go for these guys. Oh, now there's more than one. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. And one more for good measure. This is the ice one that we had in the final worlds. I'm playing way too reckless. It's a little harder to throw them in an arc in the moment than I was thinking. You do get some limited healing items, but they'll tell you there's, 12 more, and then, like, this is it. This is all the items you get, and I already need a tomato after the first fight. So, I'm actually going to, back out and try again. Bomb just wasn't it. Loading, loading, loading. Alright, when in doubt, go with an old favorite. But the order is random, so now we're starting here. Okay, that won't work. Ah! Alright, gotta watch out for your rocket. Hello. Ah. At this point, it might be better to just go with no copy ability. Oh my god, I'm messing up so badly. That is the second time in a row that I've just tanked on the first boss. And I know I could tank on the first boss and just use one of my healing items early, but feels kind of dumb to use it on the very first fight. Alright, so I need one where I really know what I'm doing. Beam, water, hammer. Alright, I know, I already tried bomb, I wasn't trying to pick it. Maybe just spark. Simple enough to charge and shoot. Oh, now we're starting with you. They do, just after the first one. First one, totally random. Do I have any other moves on this thing? Oh, hey, I can double check the boss descriptions in this mode that I didn't necessarily read the first time. Only took me 3 tries to do that. If you didn't know, Mr. Duder was ever the entertainer, a dangerous magician able to summon snakes and skulls from his hat. But you're not here for the show, you're here for the ship part, or just to defeat him in the arena. Charge, shoot, thunderbolt, lightning. Nope, I knew all my moves. Lightning strike wasn't helpful because I was never above them. Spark shield is always good against bosses that summon lessers. Alright, here we are. So now I'm gonna fight 3 mid-bosses. Gigant Edge, the Beam Guy, and Mr. Bonkers. You got 5 Maxim tomatoes over there. You can choose when to use them. One down. Of course, you can switch copy abilities. Like, they gave me a couple options in that room. Or in the case of these mid-bosses, I could suck them up. Oh, I didn't think his beam would hit above me. Ugh. I'm supposed to be the guy who shoots. They do not mess around. Okay, Spark is not the most versatile ability. It is a one-trick pony. Unless you can occasionally zap them a different way. I will take my tomato. Just get me through this. Okay, I'll use my box tomato. Parasol or beam. I could switch. Maybe I need to switch. Thinking. Landy is next. I mean, beam is basically better. Spark might be stronger to compensate for its one-trick nature. So even though beam is a charge attack, I think if you do a fully charged spark attack, it does do more damage. And it's got the shield. But is that gonna help with Landia? Oh well, I chose my path. Hey, I'm dressed as the guy who wanted me to defeat Landia in the first place. It does let me hit while I'm dodging through them. Okay, halfway there, my god. Problem is, if I stand below them to hit them with the lightning bolt, they'll hit me with the fire. Okay, you must admit my dodging on that fireball section was spot on. Alright, now, this is the arena. It is not to be mistaken for a different, similar mode that comes later. And so, in the arena, the tomatoes do get replaced by smaller items. So you can get partial heals after using the tomatoes. Perhaps there is an alternate universe where that doesn't happen, but it happens here in the arena. The arena period. And they decided to put the room leading up to Wispy. And I guess they kind of had to because he's stuck in one place down here. Spark Shield should be nice for these apples. Yes, indeed. In fact, I can just keep the shield charged up and stand next to him. Oh, right, I forgot about that. I fell for the same trick last time. Never mind, I'm staying far away. I was trying to jump over the Gordo, not slide into it. Alright, tree's dead. When lightning strikes a tree, it tends not to go well. There, I'll take the partial heal, just so we can see how much it does. It's like, what, a third? Maybe a fourth? Alright, Metal General, I'm ready for you now. You're gonna do your sword all the way over there? That's just like me playing Smash. Throwing out random attacks when no one is even nearby. Well, that was a good one. Oh, God. And, you know, this boss would be... Like, you could refight this boss anytime by going back to the boss stage in World 6. I forget if the sandbag in the ship has the damage numbers like this guy, but if it doesn't, then this could be a way to test things like, hey, is the beam attack just as strong as the spark one? But as I said that, I thought maybe the sandbag in the copy ability room actually has the damage numbers. If it does, then yeah, that's the more convenient option. Alright, in this random order, we got the boss of the Doomers before we got the regular ones. I just got an empty orb, no shit part. Wow, the spark shield even bounces those back. I didn't think it would work on the bigger stuff. I just happened to be standing there. I will check that sandbag afterwards. Just so we have our, for sure, answer. Alright, I'm loving my decision to go with Spark right now. This guy makes me feel much better about it. No, I don't even need the little one, to be frank. I only took a small hit. Welcome back, fish. Ah, frick. Spark should be really effective on fish. Getting yourself a big old hitbox there. Alright, I'll eat the little one. I got 6 more fights and 3 more tomatoes, so I feel like I'm in pretty good shape now. And the next one is just mini bosses. My range is bigger. I tried to jump. I really tried to jump. I was mildly confused until I remembered what that enemy was called. No, you just hit the A button. It just wasn't coming out, I swear. Saw the rock coming at me. I hit the A button, and nothing happened. I was trying to do the lightning strike, but I already had the thing built up. Anyway, I was a little confused about the Mondu thing until the rock showed up. Because he's doing his Pokemon randomizer thing right now. And then after that, he's probably going to bed, because it should be past midnight in his country. And that's another room. Now here's the thing, I don't need the tomato. I do not need the tomato, but if I don't grab it now, then it won't turn into the smaller one, and that I'll have less items. But then I won't have a full heal if I take a bunch of hits. I'm taking the risk. Here's hoping I get by on 2 more full heals and 1 partial heal. Or multiple partial heals if I use one of the full heals. Jumped out of the way of that one. Silly monkey. Wait, no, that's gonna go... Oh. Now, I got confused. I thought it was gonna go diagonally because of the Magolor version that we fought the past couple streams. Kinda forgot how the regular one worked. Down you go. Yeah, all said, I didn't take that much damage. Sphere Doom our army, let's do it. One down. Ah! No, give it back. Red Sphere Doomer, the hardest enemy in the arena, actually knocks your ability out of you. Or at least he did to me. Alright, there are 3 more fights, so I can take this partial heal now, and we can go fight the Dark Ship. As your ability choice doesn't really matter for this fight. Ah! I don't think I properly pointed this out when we fought this guy in the main story, but each of the ship parts that you collect back for him enable the ship to do an attack. So for each of the 5 worlds that you cleared back on Planet Popstar, you had reinstated one of these attacks. And so even something as useless as the emblem on front, there's an attack tied to it, so that's why he wanted it back so badly, was to, you know, shoot stuff. As I said, having sails that can produce their own wind seems like a really handy feature for any vessel. Oh my god. I mean, especially if it's flying through space. I can't imagine there's actually any wind in space based on the way that air works. Well, we had that same thought. Alright, it's me. I'm fighting the guy with my face. Or rather, the guy with this face is fighting me. I don't know. These are the needles. I know all about the needles. I've trained up the needles. Alright, run from the center. That black hole for right there is about the closest thing to wind that you would naturally get. But it's certainly not the same thing as wind. There we go. Me, not unless it was a necessity. Alright, final battle is, of course, his second form. And that fully healed me, so I got through this with 1 tomato to spare. I don't recommend picking rock. I could see someone switching to sand, but for this particular fight, rock, not so sure. Okay, just watch out for the Gordos. They'll definitely penetrate the barrier. Oh my god. Okay, gotta be careful. I've already taken a pretty good chunk of damage. Alright, whoever's driving outside is a maniac again. But that's nothing new. I feel like this is going much better than when I actually fought him at the end of the campaign. Oh no, another rectangle. Your orbs mean nothing to me. Come back into the foregrounds and, you know, take what's coming to you. Does Orbulon even use orbs? I mean, he looks more like a bowling pin. Alright, so, yeah, that's a run of the arena. Player 1 can now select characters other than Kirby in the arena. Okay. Wait, it just says Bandana Waddle Dee and King Dedede. Why not Meta Knight? Also, where's the... I was expecting something to happen there. I clearly do not remember the unlock condition for the true arena. But I know that if you do something, that you get the true arena. And in the true one, you know, the Metamados don't respawn, for one thing, and stuff is harder. Is that for clearing extra mode? Because I'm not playing the game a second time right now. Ah, gee, that is... I mean, for lack of a better word, that is so extra.